Hey, what's up guys, Patrick, and welcome to this guide. The items you need are a knife, bucket, mud rune, maple logs, oak logs, and either a range or a magic weapon with the appropriate ammo or runes. You can't use melee. The monsters you fight are actually really easy, but there's a chance they can get stuck on something, so you need a far range weapon just in case. Go to the category lodestone. Use a knife on nearby evergreen to get a bucket of sap. To start the quest, go to the area in the Tree Gnome Stronghold circle right on his map. Enter the cave entrance. Talk to Brimsdale and select the options right on screen. Go into the next room. Go south and inspect the singing bowl. Go a little bit north, use Oak Knox Exchanger, close at the interface, then attempt to unlock Oak Knox machine. Talk to Brimsdale and select the options right on screen. Head to the area east of Yanil, circle right on his map. Climb up the ladder and talk to Hazelmere to get a cutscene and conversation. At the end, you should get an item called a crystal disc. It looks like a purple pentagon. Go to the area in the Tree Gnome Stronghold, circle right on his map. Enter the cave entrance. Then talk to Brimsdale and say I visited Hazelmere. He told me all sorts of interesting things. Attempt to repair Oak Knox machine to get a message. Then grind the mud rune and use on the bucket of sap to get magic glue. use the magic glue on Oaknock's machine. Talk to Brimstale and say, think I fixed the machine now to get some random colored shapes. Go back to machine. Unlock the machine, and you get this interface with a number on it. This number is different for everyone. The colored shapes that you currently have in your inventory are assigned a certain number value. That's the same for everyone, and I have a chart that shows you the value of each one. But let me explain how to do this first, and then I'll show you that. So basically, whatever number you got, you have to get that piece that's equal to that number. However, you probably might not have that number, so to get different colored shapes, close out the interface, then use Oaknock's Exchanger to get a different interface. On the right side of this interface, click whatever piece you have, and then it'll go into your hand on the left. Then click on the little slot right above your hand to put it inside the Exchanger. You can put in 1 to 3 colored shapes at a time. Then you hit the exchange thing in the middle. It'll give you a random amount of colored shapes that add up to whatever you offered. If you don't like the color shapes you get, you don't have to take them. You can keep hitting exchange until you do get what you want, assuming the numbers add up. And when you do get what you want, press the little green thing at the bottom, which I labeled receive new pieces. Here is the chart with the different number values on it. By the way, when I say assuming the numbers add up, I mean if I just put in 1 red pentagon, there's no way I can get an orange pentagon. But if I put in 2 red pentagons, then I can. So make sure when you add up whatever you're putting into the exchanger, it's either equal to or greater than whatever you need. Just look for whatever number you got, use the exchanger, and try to get that piece. There are some colored shapes that have the same value, so check for that, just so you know there are 2 possible colored shapes you can use, not just 1. You should pause the video now, then unpause when you get that piece. Unlock Oaknock's machine again, insert the colored shape. There's this little square next to the piece that should turn green. Click on that. If it's still red, it means you got it wrong, and you should check the chart again. Talk to Brimstale, and select the options run on screen. Go back to machine. Operate Oaknock's machine, and you get an interface that's a little more complicated. So there's 3 different sections, 3 different numbers for each, and they're all different for everyone. I'll show you the chart with the number values again later, but as you can see, the numbers I have are 7, 15, and 32. This is not as simple as just getting 3 different colored shapes that are equal to those numbers. For the first section, I have to get 1 piece that is worth 7. For the second section, I have to get 2 colored shapes that add up to 15. And for the third section, I have to get 3 colored shapes that add up to 32. You guys should already know how to do the first section because it's the same as before, just get the 1 shape that's equal to that number. So we need a total of 6 colored shapes, and you have to do all 3 sections at the same time. So if you get a piece for section 1 or something, just put that aside until you get the other ones, and make sure not to exchange it. For sections 2 and 3, my general strategy was simple. I looked at a chart, which I'll show you right after I'm done explaining. I figured out the number value of the colored shapes I actually had on me, and then I figured out what I can add them to, or maybe if I can add them with each other. There can be a lot of combinations for section 2 and 3, but if you figure out what you have first, it narrows down those combinations. For example, my second number is 15, right? I could do 8 plus 7 or 12 plus 3, but I didn't have any of those numbers. However, I did have a 9 and a 10, so then I figured out I only needed either 5 or 6. I used the colored shapes on Exchanger and got a 5, so there, 10 plus 5, done. Put those colored shapes aside, then repeat the process for section 3. To get the colored shapes that you need, just use the Exchanger the same way as before. Make sure you're only using the colored shapes that you don't need, and keep in mind not every combination is possible. For example, my second number is 15. 1 plus 4 is equal to 15, but there's no piece that's equal to 14, so that means any piece that's worth 1 to me is useless as well. You should pause the video now, then unpause when you get the 6 color shapes that you need. Operate Oaknock's machine, and put whatever colored shapes you're using in the right places. Each section has their own slot to insert the colored shapes. Make sure each little square next to each number turns green. If it doesn't, it means you got it wrong and you need to check your math as well as the chart. There's this little button that has a green check mark on it in the bottom right corner of the machine. Click on that after inserting all the pieces and you should be done. Talk to Brimstone and say, "Phew, I've got the machine working again. What I need to do now?" Now you have to kill 6 of these evil creatures, which are really weak, but once again you need a ranger magic weapon because they might get stuck, so kill this first one. Go to the middle of the grand tree, circle around on his map. Talk to the king. Kill the evil creature. Climb up the ladder all the way to the top and kill the evil creature there. This one is glitchy for some reason. You have to wait for the message in your chat box saying that you have killed 3 of them before you can leave. Go to the area near the swamp, circle around on his map. Kill the evil creature. Head to the area near the agility course, circle around on his map. Kill the evil creature. Go to the entrance of the Tree Gnome Stronghold, circle around on his map. Kill the evil creature. Go to the middle of the grand tree, circle around on his map. Talk to the king, and that'll be the end of the quest. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, remember to like, favorite, and subscribe if you haven't already. Catch you guys later. Peace.